Hi everybody. Today I am going to explain how to pin a bodice. The instruction will be the same for the front bodice or the back bodices. Since I want my back bodices to mirror the image of my front, meaning that I want both of them on the 45-degree angle, the bodice squares. You're going to first measure each little square if you have this type of plaid. You could measure the big square. You could measure the little square. But it really is significant that your straight grain arrow is on a 45-degree angle. And if I take my ruler, this is my 40-degree angle, 45-degree angle up there. I moved my fabric. And the 45-degree angle down here, you'll see that my bodice lines up. If you lose or you don't have a ruler that's this long, but you know your squares are a ½ inch by a ½ inch by a ½ inch, or at least the same length on each side of the square, then you can take half of that on the diagonal, and that's a 45-degree angle. And you can just make sure that your straight grain arrows line up through the diagonal of your squares. That's another way to put something on a 45-degree angle. And if you're wondering what all the pins are for, up here, I put these pins in so that both layers of fabric line up, so that all the lines are matching, so that all the squares are on top of one another, so that when I cut this bodice out, because I have 2 layers, I can get the left back bodice and the right back bodice in one cutting. And I'll do that, and then I'll be back. Okay, the bodice has been cut out, but I wonder if you can see. I don't think you can, so let me move this. And I'll try and get the camera closer. There we go. Maybe you can see it better. Can you see the little tiny holes that look like volcanoes in the selvage edge here? That tells you that this is the right side of the fabric. If I open this up and you see the back of this, you'll see that the little tiny holes are inverted. That is the wrong side of the fabric always. And you need to know that for fabrics like this plaid that don't have a definitive right and wrong side. So once you find that side, I would recommend marking it so that you never lose it. And the reason that I did cut this bodice out the way that I did is because, if you'll see, this is also the right side. So now I have both the front side, I have the left back bodice and the right back bodice are cut out, and I know exactly which side of each piece is the right side of the fabric, so that when I attach the lining and I interface the 2 inches for the button placket, I'll know what is the right side, what is the wrong side. And notice that I left my pins in while I cut out the fabric. You can see, if I open this up a little bit, you can see that everything lines up. And working with plaids, it's important. It's a sign of workmanship. It's a sign of intention when all of your plaids line up. It separates a beginner or a novice from an intermediate or an advanced seamstress. And that's my lesson for today. When we start to stitch linings and get into more of the construction of the actual dress, I'll film some more. Until then, bye-bye.